So today I'm going to speak about spiritual development and the feelings that you should be feeling. Again, people experience different things, but I'll try and capture as much as I can. I'll see you after the intro. So welcome back. My name's Em. I'm from Karnak Holistics, where we learn together and we grow together in the sight of God. So today I'm going to speak about spiritual development and what you could be experiencing and what you may not be experiencing. But again, not everyone's the same. So let me start from the beginning. So for the last couple of months, I've been working with my partner, my fiance, and she's very gifted spiritually, but there's kind of like parts of her which she wanted to develop and grow. Now, I've always let me explain this whole thing. All the partners I seem to have had, they all felt they were spiritual, and when I did date spiritual people, we were constantly like not getting on. There was always this rivalry one way or another, or something or another. But I've always wanted, when you see somebody who is really spiritual and they are going to these spiritual festivals, and their first key lot in life is being the greatest servant to God as possible, and developing themselves, because all the other stuff like love and all that will follow through, right? But the key thing for us is that love to God comes first, and then family, then us and family and so on. But what was important is that when you're developing, and when I began and I got the okay and approval to develop her, I always wanted someone that we can work together on both our developments. Again, what is ironic is that when I'm going through a change, she goes through a change. And the difference is my mentors are my guides, are my brothers. And with her, she's got spiritual guides, but I'm her living guide, if that makes sense, on this planet. And someone should just bounce ideas off, someone you can understand that she can trust, and vice versa. So anyway, what happened was we done this big merge, right? This big merge where we merged her spirit and the body together to make sure she got in alignment with her true self. And within that moment, I did not know what was going to come after. When she said, "What happens next?" And it goes, normally, no, I'm not going to laugh, but normally it is just you get a cold, you get a flu, or you get an upset stomach, or you get upset stomach, you're sick, or your mood shift changes, yeah. But with her, the moods just shifted. Though despite she was still the same, it's like there was somebody else there, if that makes sense. And when you're talking to them, so again, everyone's different. The mood is different. But what it is, it's your body rubbing together with your spirit. Yeah, it's you coming into alignment. And when you come into alignment with your spirit and your soul, you find that your development, you grow stronger, right? You grow stronger. You start to when you meditate, you see things differently. You start to see life differently. You start to experience people differently. People who are really people you could tolerate, you can no longer tolerate, and you just want them out of your life because they just occupying a space you don't need them to be in. One of my biggest things is that when I'm around people, I do not hang around toxic people. I just don't do it, because if that's what I'm around, that's what I'm manifesting. Hell no, I don't want to manifest that shit. So the key thing is that when you develop, you spiritually develop, you need to make some decisions. Yeah, you need to make some decisions, and the decisions is working internally on yourself. And as you work internally on yourself, the outward side would then shift and change. But if you're trying to save the outside self from your shift and change internally, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to be stuck in this parapet of condemnation and stupidness, because the person that you was and the person you want to become cannot coexist at the same time. You need to let go of the past in order to embrace the present and the future. You cannot hold on to the things in the past that you felt was right for you in order to move forward, because some people or some energies or some situations are for you to be in the present and the future. That's a different scenario. But if you're choosing yourself to hold on to certain people, they will not see your eye to eye with you, and you will constantly be in kind of like war or conflict with them. They can't see your journey. Remember, this is your development, not my development. No matter how much I show you or guide you, this is your development, and this is how I'm just giving you the key. I'm opening the door for you. You need to walk on through. But what I can be is that rock in your life to guide you, help you, explain things, and if things don't make sense. I never had all this when I was developing. I learned this trial and error. But I was lucky. I had my grandfather in spirit to show me. Chief, he was guiding me. So when I work with people or I'm developing like my partner, I'm mindful of the imperfections that come up while you're developing. Yeah, and I don't mean your imperfections, you as an imperfection, because you're perfect in every way. It's the things that people try and hold on to you because they don't like your change. You change. You're different. You're not the person you used to be. Why are you like this? Why? And all this, so on and so forth. If you're growing and you're moving into a place where you're feeling safe, secure, spiritually close to God, not everybody, even though they're spiritual, are linked with the Almighty. So be mindful when you're shifting or who you're aligning yourself with. So as you're developing and you're looking at you internally, and it is just changing like a wheel, yeah. Remember, a wheel in a sea doesn't keep hold of the same sea. It doesn't keep hold of the same water. It spins over and picks up momentum and moves forward to move the boat forward. You need to move your boat forward, and so you need to develop oneself. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you need to write off all your friends and you need to quit your job and move home and all that stuff. It happens, it's down to you. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to think carefully about spirituality and the responsibility that it brings to you. Right? You cannot walk this path and not have responsibility. You need to be accountable for everything you do, especially karma. And I see so many people walk this path and then go, oh, I didn't know it was going to be this difficult. Oh, I didn't know this was going to happen. Well, get over it. It is what it is. This is your lot in life. This is what you wanted. What do you think is going to be rose-colored mountains and skipping in the park? No, you're developing the development of yourself, facing your own fears, facing your own inadequacies in it, if you want to call it that, would only make you move forward stronger, quicker, and more brave, like the hero's journey. But if you're constantly going to complain about your shift and it's not there, then you're going to hold yourself back. And don't get me wrong, if you're stuck and you're not sure if you're moving forward, ask them in that state and say, what's going on? Like, always ask about the first step and then ask about the second step and so on. Don't just think that you just need to try and know the whole story and you think you should just be able to be the whole story, because it takes time. But remember, the path you're walking is an eternal path. Once you step on a path, with great responsibility, with great knowledge comes great responsibility. And that's what it is. But people, it's a beautiful path. So I'm going to leave it there. I want to say God bless and stay blessed. If you've got any questions, leave in the comments, obviously, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.